Hi, I'm Doc Marshall for Lessons.io. Today let's look at a real pretty song. It's called Red Roses for a Blue Lady. It's one of those old songs from the 30s or 40s or somewhere back there anyway. Got a lot of chords to it, as you saw just a moment ago, but we'll try to simplify it a little bit. We'll play it in the key of A. And what we're going to need is, and you might want to get a pencil and paper and write these down. We're going to need an E7, an E flat 7, a D7, and then A, then A flat. This is a D flat 7 to a G flat 9, G flat 9, to a B minor 7 to an E7. Then we have a D flat minor to a G flat minor to a B7 to an E7, and then we start at the top of the order again, okay? But the ending of the second time through the song is a little bit different. So, quickly through the beginning chords. That's E7, E flat 7, D7, A, then A flat, D flat 7, G flat 9, B minor, E7. Now it changes, right, to A, to G flat 9, to B minor, to E7, A. Okay, so now you know how to play it, right? I don't think so. It took me a long time to learn this too. But in the chord progression is the melody of the song, and we're not going to do that precisely today. We're just going to go through the chords so that you get the idea of how to play the song. So let's look at it. It's in the key of A, which is here, and we know that the song, any song, starts in the tonic, the beginning chord. So in this case the key is A, so that's the first part of the melody. However, we had that other intro. So, I want some red roses, right? So these three chords constitute an intro to the song. I want some red. Okay, so that's why we start with an E7 in this particular case, in the key of A. So we have I want some, and those are all seventh chords. Those are the inside chords. You don't play the top and bottom strings. I want some red roses. Now we're going down half a step. Blue lady. Now in the same fret, we're going to change to a D flat 7. Okay, we were here, and we're going to go here. Right? So that makes it a little bit easier. And then we're going to go up to a G flat 9. Now that's a ninth chord, and that's a jazz ninth chord. That's an inside chord also. Those four inside strings. You don't play this one or this one. And then we go to a B minor, which is right there. And then we go to an E7 that we started with. That's the beginning chord. Then to a D flat minor. Bring that up to a G flat minor. Then B7. And then E7. That's our starting chord again. Okay. Now it goes back, cycles back through the same progression until we get to that second ending, okay? So we're starting now. We ended on the E7, so now we want to start there and go da 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 da. This is the second time through now. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Now it changes. We're on that E E7 again. So that E7 is a pivotal chord for us, okay? So when you get to that E7, think, oh, okay, we're going to do something different now. Now just go to the A. The first time we went to the D flat minor, right? This time we're going to, from the E7 to the A. Then we're going to go back to that G flat 9, which was up here before, remember? And then the B minor 7, and then E7, and then A. And that completes the two verses. Okay, the two verses end up on that A chord. Now if you want to start the verses again, you'd start with the E7 again, okay? I want some red roses. Half step down, blue lady. Now we go D flat 7. Da, 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 da. G flat 9. Now let's look at that G flat 9. Where is that? Okay, we have A, we got B. This is on a C sharp, so it's the C sharp fret. Okay, if you want to search for that. Sometimes you need a signpost along the way. I know I do. Then we're going to go to our B, bravo. Minor 7. Da, 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 da. E7. D flat minor. Now notice that D flat minor, it's just a minor chord, it's in D flat situation there. You're just going to slide the whole thing up to the G flat, which so is the same fingering. And remember that's where we found that G flat 9 chord before, right? So it's in the same vicinity, right? And then before we went to the minor chord, and if you're on the second time around, it's the minor chord. The first time around, it's the major chord, but it's still a B7 chord, either major or minor. B always leads us into an E7. And if you're ending the verse, then of course it's going to be here. Okay, let's go through the whole situation slowly, but we'll do the whole song, okay? I want some red roses for a blue, half step down, lady. Mr. Florist, take my order, please. That's that G flat 9, B minor. We had a silly E7 world. D flat minor, G flat minor, B7, now we're going to do the second part of the verse. I want some red roses for a blue lady. Put to the sweetest girl in town. That's that G flat 9. And if we do the trick, hey now, don't have to pick. That's white orchid for her wedding gown. Okay, and that's just a little bit of the melody that you can play with those chords. So first we'll learn the chords and how to go through it, and then we can do more with the melody. So you can play the whole melody in that chord structure, and that's why I chose the particular chords I did, because we can play an A anywhere, right? An A can be down here too instead of here. But if we want to play the melody, these are the chords that work very well. Okay, so practice those. and give us an idea of how we're doing. Give us some comments. If you have questions, of course, leave them in the comments, and I'll try to get back with you on a specific question if I can. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.